started. Let me tell y'all. This video, I don't think it was meant to be made because the things that I went through with trying to shoot this video, man, but it's so crazy because it works out for the title. So that's what helped me to not give up, because I almost gave up. This video almost wasn't made. First off, yesterday, before I went out to shoot, I wanted to take out the trash. Trash juice got on my clothes, slapped me in my face. I had to go change, wash my face, everything. Very disgusting. Then heading out to get the shot to the beach, I went and got some Wingstop. Spilled the dang juice, the Wingstop grease juice all on my clothes. You gonna see it stained up on the video. I ain't had time to go change. I was just like, let's get this shot done, let's get it out the way. So don't judge me, judge your mama. Then I get home and check the footage, only to find out I didn't record the audio. Oh man. So now y'all gotta deal with a voiceover, and that's what it is. So take it, deal with it, oh well. Here we go. This video specifically is made for all my content creators who stress about being perfect when it comes to creating content. My tip to y'all, my tip to myself, because it's something that I definitely struggle with on my own as well. Don't be a perfect content creator. Don't try to be too perfect. Don't try to be what you think everybody else is, because I can promise you they're not perfect. They're not trying to do things by the book. They're just out here creating what they can, doing their best. One of the best things about being not just a content creator, but a creative content creator is breaking the rules. It's best to know the rules of whatever it is that you're involved with, whether it's videos, cooking, photography. Like know the rules of whatever, but also break the rules. I feel like breaking the rules allow creativity to happen. Trying to be by the book all the time, trying to make sure everything is done how the book say it need to be done, that's boring. That's boring, man. Get out there, make mistakes, use those mistakes to learn from and grow from. Use those mistakes as content. People like to see things that are relatable. We mess up all day long, every single day. Let people know it's okay to mess up. Let people know that you mess up. These people look up to you. These people that's gonna be looking up to you if you're newly into content creating, but let them feel like you're human. A person more so is gonna fall in love with you when they realize that you're not perfect. I think that's the reason why a lot of people love Cardi B, because we seen Cardi B's story. Cardi B seemed like a person that we all know personally. She seemed like somebody that we can relate to. She doesn't try to seem like too celebrity-ish. She seemed like a cool, laid-back individual, and I think that image worked out better for her versus her trying to be this stuck-up female. So yeah, allow yourself to make mistakes and use those. You can use those mistakes as content. Also, starting out with whatever it is that you do, you're not going to have all the high-end equipment. You're not going to have the best, the most name brand things or whatever. Use what you have. Start, especially when you're learning. For myself, I bought a camera $300 when I first started photography and videography. A lot of times I felt like it was holding me up and I wanted to not do anything because I didn't have the best quality, the best camera, but I took that less and made more out of it. I say that meaning that I learned everything that I needed to learn with the less. I perfected the camera, I learned it, I learned the settings, I learned how to operate a camera, because I feel like once you learn to operate one camera, you can pretty much operate any camera. So whatever it is that you do, just learn with what you have and make it happen with what you have, because once you finally do get the high-end things and the things that you do want, you're gonna be a beast. You're gonna be a beast, because at that point, people could throw you into any situation and you're gonna be able to come out on top. You're gonna be able to prevail. Sometimes less can cause you to not want to do something, not want to continue creating the content, not wanting to continue to go forward, because you're looking at other people on social media and they got the best camera, they got the best equipment with whatever field that you're in, and you're comparing your life to theirs and you're comparing the stuff that you have, it's more than likely going to set you back, because that comparing to other people thing is dangerous. And most of the time, they're not living the life that you think that they're living. So you're comparing yourself to a false narrative of a person, a personification of a person, and the whole time they're just making it happen. They're just making it happen with the things that they have, because I'm pretty sure they feel like they don't have the top-notch equipment, top-notch whatever it is. So don't be scared to use what you got, perfect what you got. If you have less, use less. Make the best out of the less. Make the best out of the less. Make the best out of the list. Look at that. But yeah, use what you got. That's the only way to get better, is using what you got. There's no point of getting the most expensive stuff and then you get it and don't know how to use it. Or you getting it and you're not using it to its full potential because you don't know what you're doing. You waited this long to get all of this high-end equipment and you got it and you still can't use it correctly. That's crazy. When you're creating content, you definitely want to have a game plan. You definitely want to have your notes aside, write out what you want to do. But on the flip side, if things don't go as planned, don't be afraid to audible. Don't be afraid to use the unplanned content that you quote unquote messed up on, or things didn't go how you, or it didn't look how you wanted to look. Don't be afraid to use it. For example, me and my son did Christmas pictures. Oh my gosh, I'm having flashbacks. I was getting so frustrated because he wouldn't sit still and take a proper picture. He's 3 years old. He wouldn't sit still and take a proper picture. So we have so many pictures of him just doing all this crazy stuff. And we have a couple good shots where, you know, the portrait shots that I wanted to have. And I posted the pictures on social media with him giving me a hard time with taking the pictures, and that got a way better response than the pictures that I wanted. And I'm like, dang, why is that? People can relate to that feeling of trying to get your kids to do something that you want them to do, and they have their own mind. They do whatever the hell they want to do. Flipping over couches, flipping over, running around. You can't get them to sit still for nothing. People was able to relate to that way better than the staged pictures that I wanted. Although we got some good shots, the pictures that got the most traction and attention was the ones that were unplanned, the ones that caused me frustration, the ones that made me just be like, okay, forget the shoot. We ain't doing no more pictures. I'm done with it. So don't be scared to use the audible stuff, the stuff that isn't in your plans. A lot of times being perfect can also slow you down because in your head you feel like it's only one way to do a certain thing, and I can guarantee you more than likely it's 1,000 ways to get what you're trying to accomplish done. You just have to find what works for you. For me, I used to watch, let me get some water. Shit. My lips feel dry. I think this water like 2 days old. It's just been sitting in the car, and you can tell my son had it because it got fingerprints all on it. Quenching. When I first started, I watched a lot of YouTube, just trying to learn certain things. And what I did was I watched multiple people and I picked the things out that I did like, and I kind of incorporated that into my own way. And then that's how I kind of got my own style now. I got my own style from picking from different people, like the things that I like. I wasn't trying to necessarily copy them, but if it's something that I appreciated, something that I liked, I just took it and I implemented it in it. You know, of course, picking from multiple people, I'm gonna get my own style out of that. And I don't even want to use the word copy, but people are creating content to be an influencer. Let them influence you. Use what they made, remake it, you put your own twist to it. It's not copying, it is being influenced. Like, it's okay to be influenced. People so scared to, oh, I don't want to do this video, I don't want to do this content because I seen somebody else do it already. Do it, make it better. Simple as that. Do it, make it better. A lot of this stuff, though, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm kind of preaching to the choir because I be wanting my stuff to be perfect all the time, but I'm learning, I'm getting better, man. A lot of my pictures, sometimes I post on Instagram and I'm like, I ain't really feeling this. But I'm realizing those pictures and those type of things get the better response. I don't know, it's weird. Like the stuff that I drop and I'm like, this is fire, I know this gonna do the numbers, I know this gonna go viral, da-da-da-da-da. And it don't do nothing. Then I drop something like, okay, I got this in the tuck, let me go ahead and drop it. And it's like, what is it about this that made y'all like it? So I'm learning to just use what I have and let people determine what's, you know what I'm saying, what they like or not. Because at the end of the day, the more content, the better. Whether it's content that you feel like is good or not, get it out there. Everybody's gonna see it, everybody may not like it, but at least you're gonna get the eyes on it. And then people follow consistency. Consistency is the biggest thing when it comes to creating content. I can't stress that enough. Quality isn't the biggest. I've seen some horrible quality go viral multiple times. It's not quality, it's consistency. Stay consistent with whatever it is. I don't care if it's one time a week, I don't care if it's every Monday and Thursday. As long as you have a consistent pattern, drop it. Stay consistent, stay consistent, stay consistent. That's the best advice I can give you. I ain't got nothing else for you. I'm out.